Hello, my voice is audible. Hello. हाँ नहीं दिखेगा नहीं 2 3 30 80 से सामने नंबर नहीं अच्छा खड़ा कुछ नहीं Hello. Hello.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Okay, we both of us only are in the meeting. Let us wait for some more time.
Okay, ma'am. We'll wait for
So,
5 minutes.
yeah, whatever the slides I have shared with you people for not shared, I send you people through WhatsApp for conveyance of water. You can open that now.
Okay, ma'am. I'll open, ma'am.
Okay, you keep it with you people for me. You can share. You can share. Yeah,
I have already put that in the group, ma'am. Everybody should be having that.
okay, okay.
Because last time only we were supposed to start that, no, but the class ended, so we couldn't do that. So
Yes,
everybody
yes,
has that.
yes, yes. So let us wait for 5-10 minutes. So one by one are joining. Our people will join or not. Asha will not join. She said.
Okay, ma'am.
Mm,
People will come, ma'am. In the morning also, there were like 11, 12 people. So this time is office time and that time now. So
yes,
many people busy today.
yes, I understood. I tried my level best to cancel, but nothing happened.
Yes, ma'am.
I have tried my level best because their teaching is supposed to be useful to the people. Na? It is not a something like a time pass work, isn't it? Mm, whatever we are speaking, it is recorded, I feel.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm. Yeah, I'm unable to share the slides. I have slides, but it's not coming. Your drive is get corrupted, something like that. It is coming.
Okay.
Many times I tried. So, meanwhile, people want to discuss anything from the previous class, you can ask me.
Okay. Give me 2 minutes, ma'am. I'm doing something. I'll just.
Okay.
I'm doing and talking to you also.
Okay, okay, fine.
Ma'am,
Yes, yes, yes.
last time you were telling us about the joints, no? We didn't have the pictures now. So the pictures are in the reader, but we are not able to understand through them,
Yeah,
ma'am.
that actually, that is the engineering diagram, review diagram. So if I will tell also, I have to show the item, then only you can understand. I understood your concept, you wanted to know, I understood. At least if I explain directly means I can show something from my hand, I can make you to understand.
Ma'am, I guess you can put a drawing board or this thing, word, paint, and then draw in this thing, ma'am.
No, if we will do that also, this is totally engineering drawing, no? So it is
Yes.
quite difficult to understand. I have to show the items to you. Then
Acha.
you can, because you people would have seen very big pipe. Those two pipes, they are joined together, no?
Yes, ma'am. In this, actually, we cannot understand clearly what is what, ma'am.
I understood. Not only you.
What does flanges mean, ma'am? What does spigot
That's what
mean,
I
ma'am?
wanted to tell you now. These two big pipes people are joining for house, not the outside pipe, iron pipe. Two pipes when they will join, have you seen? At the end, it will be something like round and the holes will be there. Have you seen anywhere?
Outside where, ma'am?
So, for example, for 5 centimeter, 6 centimeter diameter pipes, iron pipes, have you
Yes.
seen?
No,
If you see
ma'am.
the pipe means at the end of the pipe, it
Are
will
you
be
talking about the drainage pipe or normal pipes, ma'am?
normal pipes.
Yes, normal pipes. You've seen gray color pipes, no, ma'am?
That is, that is not iron pipe.
Okay, so we have not seen, ma'am.
Oh, iron pipe you people have not seen at all. Nowadays it is not available. You cannot see because they are using only this concrete pipe, cement concrete pipe,
Yes, ma'am.
this pipe. But it is available still. In
And it will not be in the open, no, ma'am.
yes,
That's why maybe we did not see it anytime, or maybe we must have seen, but never thought ki this is this.
I have seen because when we were small, people have used this PVC pipe and iron pipe to join together. The end of the pipe, it will be open. A circular type of things like a disc, it will be there. And another end also, it will be there. They wanted to join these two pipe mains. The middle, they will put some gasket. And with the bolt and nut, the holes will be closed. Like that kind of system, have you seen anywhere? Okay, simply leave it. You take our utensil, we wanted to put the screw, na? Utensil handles and all, we are putting screw, have you seen?
Where?
In our utensil for tawa, kadai and all, you
Yes,
take
yes,
it.
yes, 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 ma'am.
That screw is coming when we are tightening it, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
That we are joining one with another with some screws.
Okay.
Okay. Like that screws, have you seen anywhere kind of bolt? Bolt means one lengthy rod will be there. You put it one side, on another side, you have to make use of some screw, you have to tighten it. Like that system, have you seen anywhere?
No, ma'am.
People are many things I have seen. Even in cooler fittings, I have seen. Um, my God, it is quite difficult to remember. Okay, utensil things are there now. That you are from one side, you are putting the screw and you are
Like
tightening it.
window hinges also.
Huh? Huh?
Hinges, window hinges, ma'am, to join
No,
the
no,
window.
that concept is different.
Okay.
This is what I will explain now. You take this your tawa and kadai handle. What you
Yes,
are
ma'am.
doing, if it is loose and firm, from one side you are tightening the screw.
Yes, ma'am.
In some of the system, instead of that, you put just a screw, it will go inside. From another side, opposite side, you have to put the nut to tighten it. Have you seen this kind of system anyway?
Ma'am, coolers.
That's what I told you, coolers.
Acha, okay.
Okay. So that is called a flange type. In the middle, what they are doing, They are putting that screw and nuts only, no? If we
Yes,
wanted
ma'am.
such a system, if we wanted to connect both two nuts in the form of pipe, instead of nuts, if we wanted to connect the two pipes, the same sort of system will be connected. In between, they may put some gasket, rubber gasket.
They put some what, ma'am?
Rubber gasket.
Gasket. What does gasket mean, ma'am?
Rubber, it is a, we can say, kind of a rubber washer.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Okay, then these two pipes in the middle rubber washer, these two things will be connected or joined with some bolt and nuts. Whatever we have talked in the cooler, no?
Yes, ma'am.
That same kind of thing, they will be connected with the two pipes.
Okay.
Understood? Now you could imagine.
Yes, ma'am.
This
But
is called.
all this terminology is so different and difficult.
Yes. That's what I said. This only you just write the type of joints: flanged joint, flexible joints, socket and spiker joints, expansion joints, plus simplex joints. These are all different types of
Ma'am, this
joints.
is a long answer question or short answer question?
Actually, none of the time people have asked this question, but for your knowledge, I'm telling.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Okay. Earlier days, I used to spend long time to make the people to understand, because all the plans I have used, I have seen.
Okay, ma'am.
But how we can explain to you? Because some of the things we cannot tell and make you to understand. We have to show. That's what the practical things are coming.
Yes, ma'am. This will be there in the practicals, ma'am.
No. Some of the things I say.
Okay,
You
okay,
will
ma'am.
do the practicals, and I will say while teaching, this will be the practicals, that will be the practical. I will tell you, don't worry.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So that's what many types of joints are there. The types of joints will be selected based on the kind of pipe you are selected and the location of the line of the pipe, because the pipes, different types of pipes are available. Because about the pipe, I didn't talk much. I used to teach very clearly in detail about the pipe. Because of time constraint, I didn't teach. I will give you overall idea otherwise. I told you that there are two types of conduits. Conduits means it's a kind of system which will be useful for conveyance of water. There are two types of conveyance system. One is gravity conduits, another one is pressure conduits. From the name itself, you can understand gravity conduits are working by natural gravity. Pressure conduits are working with giving extra pressure or force to pump the water. And we'll go to the subject directly. And there are different types of pressure conduits are available. Pressure conduits mean which is nothing but some sort of pipe people are using. Through that pipe, people are pumping the water. That is called pressure conduits. Clear? So now, what are the pipe people are using in general? That's what I wanted to say. The pipes are based on the type of the pipe and the quality of the pipe, based on the lifetime. There are different type of people have selected for conveyance of water in large scale level. That is, they are iron cast pipe, steel pipe, cement, concrete and RCC pipes, and asbestos cement pipe. These are all the pipe in commercial level people are using to pump or convey the water. Each and every type of water will have their own advantages and disadvantages. What are they? The advantages is something like whatever pipe we have selected, it's supposed to fulfill the lifetime, supposed to be more. You should not give any sort of problem to the quality of water, and reasonably cost, and it's supposed to it should not make any sort of problem like corrosion, etc., while transferring or conveying of water. These are all the things importantly we have to consider. When we are considering like that, iron pipe has its own advantage, disadvantage. Steel pipe have its own. Cement, concrete, and RCC pipes have its own advantages, disadvantages, like that for all. So if you take a cast iron pipe means, we know that it is widely used type, especially in urban areas, and they are sufficiently resistant to corrosion. Everyone knows it is durable more than around 100 years or more than 100 years also. Lifetime will be there for that. And all the pipes are having standard size. Standard size in the sense length is this much only, diameter is this much, and the thickness of material supposed to be this much. All are already standardized. That is standardized pipe size only or dimensions only are available in the market. From the market, we have to choose accordingly for the purpose. So for this, cast iron pipes are manufactured in the length of 3.5 to 6 meter length. And it is available, internal diameter is varying from 80 millimeter to 750 millimeter, which depends upon how much water volume of water you are going to be pumped out. Based on that, the ranges are available, we have to choose. Then advantage, disadvantage, everyone can understand, nothing can be explained much. Steel pipes also, there are steel pipes, many types of steels are available. Based on the grade, SS1, SS4, SS104, many are available. But they are, what is steel pipes exactly? They are welded and riveted steel sections are provided over there for conveying the water. And these pipes are very smooth and stronger. And actually riveted one is not that much better than welded. Welded pipe only are better. So some of the term, first time when I'm telling, you cannot understand. I can, if I offline class means one or other thing I can say and make you to understand. This is quite difficult. So personally, people call me, if you want me to clarify, I will clarify to you. But in the class through online, I could not see whether you understood or not. By seeing your face, I can tell immediately, isn't it? The class. Now I can't say. If you make a question also, what basis you are making, I can't understand. If I explain also, how much you can grasp it, I don't know. But anyhow, people ask me, I will tell. And okay, these steel pipes are available in a diameter up to 6 meter, and from 1 millimeter onwards it is available. And sometimes people are using GI pipe also. GI means galvanized iron pipe. And these pipes are available varying 20 centimeter diameter to 200 centimeter diameter. These people are comparatively light than the whatever the pipe we have seen about the steel. And where these pipe lengths are connected by welded or that the joints, it is very important. Various pipe can be at different lengths and different diameters are available. It can be connected with a selection of suitable joints, already I told you. And the cement, concrete and RCC pipes. Cement concrete pipes are available, maximum diameter of 60 centimeter only. And for these pipes, that diameter is vary from 1.5 to 4.5 meter. It is a precast material, so it will be stand for, and also it is casted inside inch two. What is meant by casting? Casting means they are giving some sort of coating inside the pipe, which will be preventing any sort of growth of algal fungi, even for corrosion problem also. To prevent that, they are making this kind of casting. These RCC pipes are made up of 1:2:2 ratio of cement concrete, and which aggregate maximum size of 6 centimeter diameter. The thickness of these pipes are varying from 2.5 centimeter to 6.5 centimeter. These are all, we are thinking that the number is small, but if you see practically 6.5 centimeter means how much thickness it could be. Anyone can tell me? Hello?
We don't know, ma'am.
Okay, you just look at your finger, how many centimeter finger length could be?
Finger, ma'am.
One finger, you take only index finger. What could be the approximate length of that finger?
3 inches.
Okay, what is 1 inch equal to how many centimeter?
1 inch. Don't know.
It is around 2.5 centimeter. Yes. Okay, 1 inch. Okay. That is the
1 inch is 2.5 centimeter.
Yeah, 1 inch equal to 2.5 centimeter. So that one finger length is around 7.5 centimeter. It is around the same size. You can say 6.5 and 7 centimeter. You take 7 centimeter thickness material. If you wanted to construct, means it is not that much easy to do practically. Understood? Hello.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So that's what I wanted to make you people to understand, realize the things. So plain concrete pipes are used up to the pressure of 1.5 kg pressure. That kg by centimeter cube or kg or both are same. RCC pipes can be used up to the pressure of 7.5 kg pressure. If the pressure is greater than means, it means larger pressure if you wanted means it has to be pre-stressed with the counter. As per ISI standards, there are 3 categories of pipes are available. That is, they have named like P1, P2 and P3. P1 means pipe 1, pipe 2, pipe 3. The pipe 1, pipe 2, pipe 3 is being categorized based on the pressure as well as the thickness and the diameter of the pipe. P1 is categorized like the diameter in the range of 80 millimeter to 1200 millimeter, which is operating up to the pressure of P1, it is equal to 4 kg per centimeter square. The P2 category with the size of 400 millimeter, which is being operated up to the pressure of same 4 kg one. The third
2 kg per centimeters, 2 kg per centimeter, how many bar pressure, ma'am? This is, bar pressure will be in case of gases, right?
No, you have 1 kg, 1 bar atmospheric pressure. It is 2 kg. 2 kg means 2 bar. In PSI, in PSI and other thing, it will be changed. In kg and the bar, it is same.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, ma'am.
So
yeah, ma'am. That is 2 bar, right?
2 bar, which is equal to 2 kg pressure, we can say. So, for example, pipe 1 pressure range is our limitation at 2 kg. For commercially, okay, people will say 2 kg pressure means scientifically or technically we can say 2 bar pressure.
Okay, okay.
Clear?
Yeah,
and P2 category, it is around the diameter of 400 mm, which can withstand up to the pressure of 4 kg. P3 category is a little higher than the other category, which diameter is also varies from 80 mm to 400 mm, but which can withstand up to the pressure of 6 kg. The withstanding pressure and the testing pressure both are same, because the pipe, once the pipe people are making means, once it is finished, they will do the test. How they are doing the test? How the pipe pressure can be done? Anyone can answer to me? Many engineers are there in your classroom, I know that. Suppose if people are connecting some pipes, or we have people are manufacturing some pipes, how we can do the pressure testing?
With the force of, we provide extreme force of water through them, ma'am. Ma'am, we can't hear you.
Hello?
Yes, Durgesh. Can you hear, ma'am?
No, madam. आवाज तो नहीं आ रहा है.
Now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, okay. We can hear you.
Okay, somewhere if I touch also, it is mic is off. What I can do is something critical only. Okay, if we cannot hear my voice, means please tell me. Okay. I told you that yeah, whatever you people said, it is correct only. Any open-ended or closed-ended pipe you take, you close it both end or throw the pipe air tightly and give the pressure in terms of water fill-up or air. Water fill-up is a good idea, because if air leakage is there, it is difficult to find out. If water leakage is there, easily we can predict.
Yes.
So full pressure you give, with the pressure gauge you measure the pressure, and you maximum pressure how much you can give it and close the end, stop the pressure. At that particular pressure, you leave the system as it is, ideally for half an hour, 30 minutes. If there is no loss of pressure, means there is no leak from the pipe, so we can say that the pipe is working pakka. Then we can decide that the testing pressure, withstand pressure or operating pressure of the system is that much pressure. If within 30 minutes there is a pressure drop, then we can identify somewhere some crack or leak is there to reduce the pressure. So that's what the pressure loss is there. We can find out. This is the technique throughout the world. People are finding out the withstand or operating or testing pressure of any pressurized system. Understood?
Ma'am, is there any measuring gauge to?
Yeah, without measuring it, how you can understand how much pressure is there. How it is reduced. I told you in a pressure gauge supposed to be used.
Pressure gauge. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. So
Otherwise,
where we fix that measuring gauge?
In the unit itself, testing pressure where you are surpassing the water.
To the outlet, ma'am?
Yeah, outlet only. Or in some of the system, if pressure gauge is required for operating the system, there it will be, pressure gauge will be fixed. You understood what I'm saying? Suppose if you are using boiler. So boiler pressure often you should know, you have to check it. So that the system itself, it became a part of the unit. So the pressure gauge will be there in boiler. With that pressure gauge, you can check it. Suppose if you are taking some pipe or something, there will not be any pressure gauge is required. Only we have to check whether the pipe is okay or not. For that case, you have to fit some extra pressure gauge to measure the pressure.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Then each and every pipe has own advantage in terms of cost and pipe pumping. That and all you please read out. Nothing more to explain about that. That is common man can understand. And only one thing I should say, somewhere something will come about corrosion and one more parameter. That time you please remind me, I will explain. And okay. Then the asbestos cement pipe. Asbestos, nowadays people are using this asbestos. Have you seen anywhere, any one of you?
What, ma'am? Asbestos?
Asbestos sheets they will use.
Asbestos ceiling, no, ma'am.
Yeah, that people are using that for ceiling only. Now it is banned. It should not be used. Manufacturing companies and all have closed because which leaves some.
It leads to professional hazard, asbestosis.
Yeah. Yes. Some hazardous gases are coming out while making and also while using from this material. So it is banned in India. It should not be used. Anywhere people are using means that is illegally people are doing something. So at least you people don't buy. That is my concern total. So this asbestos cement is a homogeneous material which is prepared out of 3 important ingredients. That is silica, cement and asbestos. These 3 material are equal proportional. They are taking and mixing and making this pipe. And which is high in strength. By knowing the composition itself, we can understand. And it is quite dense material also. And this pipe can be cast out of this material. It is one of the important advantage of this. They are available usually in diameter vary from 10 centimeter to 9 centimeter and the length is 4 meter only. Earlier days, people use this kind of pipe only for conveying huge water content, huge water. You people would have seen here and there that is approximately 90 centimeter means how much? Approximately 1 meter diameter. Just imagine how much big that pipe could be. Imagine it. 1 meter diameter pipe making it is not that much easy with uniform thickness, uniform diameter, uniform length. But it is available that kind of pipe only people have used to convey huge large quantity of water for the fixed water supply. And here also 4 different grades of pipes are available in this particular category, and which is shoot pressure varying from 3.5 kg pressure to 14 kg of pressure. Especially for joining of these pipes, they have to use this special joint, that is special coupling called a simplex joint is used. Actually, I have explained about the joints, flanged joints to you. There 2 metal pipes can be connected with the gasket by tightening with the bolts and nuts. You can connect this flanged joints, I said. Okay. This asbestos pipe, you know that it is something like a cement pipe. If you use that kind of metal bolts and nuts, it could be connected. I'm asking you people.
Yes, ma'am.
I told you about flanged joints. Flanged joints means what? If you want to connect 2 metal pipes with a little larger diameter, around 4 to 5 centimeter diameter pipe, metal pipe. If you want to connect means, you can use 2 pipes end with at the middle you have to put some rubber gasket. Then these 2 pipes will be joined together, make use of bolts and nuts. For putting the bolts and nuts, there will be a provision. Like that way we can connect. the bolt and nut will be in metal only. Either it is steel or brass or these two material only people are generally using. Now we are talking about this asbestos pipe, and previously we talked about cement concrete pipe and RCC pipe. These pipes are not metal pipes. If you want to connect these kind of material, can we use that metal joints?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yeah, if we join means what will happen? The material, either asbestos, cement and RCC pipe may be broken.
Get damaged, ma'am.
They'll get corroded, ma'am.
Yeah, we cannot connect. That way, how it will fit? It will not hold, na?
Yes, ma'am.
So for that, people are using some sort of simplex joint. The name is called a simplex joint. Clear? When the people are talking about the cement concrete and RCC pipe, where they are using some sort of expansion joints, because this material will have very low coefficient of expansion. When we place over the ground, no expansion joints, it is not at all required. There the expansion will take place whenever the people are using the metal pipes. Because of temperature, whether increase or decreasing of temperature, the pipe may be expanded or contracted. To withstand such a situation, people have to use some sort of expansion joints. These kind of material like a cement or RCC pipe, which will have low coefficient of expansion, even the temperature will increase or decrease also, there will not be much effect on expansion point of view. So no need to worry about this expansion type of joint over here. But they have to choose the special type of joint, which is called a simplex joint, which will be useful for connecting this kind of material like cement, asbestos, and RCC pipe. RCC means what? Anyone can tell me? RCC means what? People have heard the term RCC pipes. You would have heard, no?
Yeah, ma'am. RCC.
No. What is that? In any building construction, anywhere you would have heard the term.
Reinforce the cement. Reinforce cement.
Reinforce the cement concrete. Yes,
cement
correct.
Concrete.
Yes.
Reinforce cement concrete.
Cement concrete. That is called RCC. Now we have this sanitary pipes and all. It is made up of that only.
Yeah.
People have heard me or not? Okay, I'm giving very important information. Okay, then we'll come to the point of about the disadvantages. Just to go through. And cool steel pipes, vitrified clay types. These pipes and all, the pipes are available, but we cannot use it for large scale level. But one more thing you should know about miscellaneous pipes. They are different types of different materials that people are using, like copper pipe, rotten iron pipe, plastic pipes. Copper pipes used carrying hot water, especially in building some official purpose research institute. It is not affordable for everyone because copper is very costly. Everyone knows that. They can easily bend. Copper pipe can easily bend and they can resist acidic and alkaline waters also. That's what people are using, especially in industrial application and domestic application. This AC units and all for drain water, they are using copper pipe. Why? Because it will withstand at high corrosion problem. That's what they are choosing this particular material. And rotten pipes, which is very lighter than the cast iron pipes, but they can be easily transported and it can be used only in indoor work site. Outdoor it cannot be used because it is corrode very easily. So if the corrosion is happening very fast, means the durability very less. So for large scale level, it cannot be used. Then what is meant by GI pipe? Anyone can answer to me?
GI what, ma'am?
What is meant by GI pipes? GI, maybe everywhere people are using a GI. Even I also have used the term.
Iron pipes, ma'am.
Galvanized iron. Galvanized iron is called
galvanized iron.
Okay.
Yeah. That pipe can be used, but again, which is also high, can be used at a small scale and indoor. Outside it is not suitable because of corrosion problem. Have you heard about the PVC pipes? What is meant by PVC pipe?
Polyvinyl chloride pipe.
Yes, correct only. PVC means polyvinyl chloride. It is a plastic material, plastic pipes, whatever, wherever here and there pipes are lying and using, no, those are all PVC pipe only. But the only problem of PVC pipes, which cannot be used more than 10 kg pressure, and the temperature above 60 degrees centigrade, we cannot use this PVC pipes. Understand? So you just imagine it, during the summertime, if you use in Hyderabad, normal tank water itself, it is very hot if you are using concrete tank for storing the water. So if you use this PVC type of container and pipe, we can get the boiled water. You got my point? What sense I'm talking?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then after that, once you have choose any particular or suitable pipes from the mentioned type, then to join these pipes, you have to choose the correct type of joints. This joint is something theoretically, if I explain also, it is no use. But based on the operation, I will tell you some of the things. There are different types of joints like flanged joints, socket and spiket joints, flexible joints, expansion joints, and the simplex joint. The simplex joint is the joint where we wanted to connect the asbestos cement pipe. If there, the sleeve will be there in the middle. With make use of some rubber rings, they are connecting these two pipes. This much you people try to understand. There is a rubber sleeve with these two end of the pipe will be connected with the two rubber rings. Then they are connecting together. This type of joint is called the simplest joint. Another important joint is, it is a expansion joints. Whenever the temperature stresses will be there, they are providing this expansion joints. There, it is a kind of flanged metal spike cord joints. It is not rubber gasket or something else will be involved in this. And flexible joint, wherever the turnings are coming, bendings, turnings are.
Ma'am, what is the main difference between simplex joint and expansion joint? Where is the difference?
What is that?
Because what is the main difference between simplex joints and expansion joint, ma'am?
Simplex joint is if you wanted to connect any soft material like this asbestos, RCC pipes, cement pipes, with make use of some sort of rubber ring in between and you are tightening. Expansion,
Right.
that is directly you are connecting. Okay, expansion joint means whenever the temperature stress is there during the summer and winter, contraction and expansion will take place. If you are using any metal joints, because of the temperature expansion, the joints will be expanded. So what
But
will
there
happen?
also we are using rubber ring.
No, that they have connected with a rubber ring. It will not be expanded. It will be withstanding. Here the metal will be expanded. To protect that only they are using expansion joints. The pipe will be expanded, not joints. Try to understand me. So the expansion joints will not be expanded. The pipe will be expanded. When the pipe will be expanded, that will be overcome by this expansion joints. Understood?
Ma'am, that expansion, where does it exactly? Is there
using the pipe? I'll explain to you. You are using the pipe, metal pipe, steel pipe, or galvanized iron pipe, GI pipe, or whatever may be the pipe you are using. You are connecting with these two pipes with the flange joints. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if the temperature is increasing, means any metal will be expanded.
Expansion,
if the temperature will be decreased, means any metal will be contracted.
Yeah.
Okay. When these two things are happening, if you are using the pipe for water flowing system, if it is contracted, then the pressure will be built up. It will break anywhere. If it will be expanded, then the leak will be there anywhere in the pipe. To avoid this pressure stress on the pipe, you have to choose the exact or suitable type of joints. So for this particular type, people are selecting expansion type of joints.
Okay, ma'am.
Clear?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Because both the figures in the textbook are looking same, ma'am.
My God, people are really some kiddies only.
That's why I got
the purpose will be different. It may look something, but practically it is not looking same. Yeah? Okay. Now you have chosen the correct type of pipe and the correct type of joints. Then you have to think of how to lie this pipe on the ground. It is not that much easy. How to lie? You understood that two concepts? First, I said after you find out the water resource, you should fix that particular resource is suitable or not for the public water supply. Once you identify, you should find out the way how to take the water from the source in the form of river or whatever it may be, from the river to outside. That is called intake works. Once you done the intake work, that water is supposed to be conveyed to the next point. That we have conveyors or we conduits. About the conduits only we have spoken. Conduits, which is nothing but the system which carrying the water like a pipe. There are two types of conduits, pressure and gravity. Gravity conduit, which is something like naturally water flowing by gravity. Pressure conduit, this kind of pipe, make use of pump. We are pumping the water through the pipe. Then after selecting the pipe, you have to choose the suitable joints for connecting those particular type of pipe. Then after selecting the pipe and the joints, now you have to think how to lie that pipe on the ground. Is it sequence? Are you all of you understood?
Yeah.
Okay. Then how to lie the pipe and do the test? So pipe laying means it is not that much easy. There are many technical things are involving. Before you are making the laying of pipes, you have to make some theoretical studies. You have to prepare various operations before laying the pipe. That is preparation of road maps. For example, we are taking the water from Godavari river to Hyderabad. From there to here, how it comes, what are the routes, where are the way will come, where up will come, where down will come, whether it crosses any railway track or any river or any mountain or any caves are coming, everything clear roadmap they have to make. Meanwhile, while making the roadmap, there may be sewerage line, some other river will be crossed, something else will, forest may cross. What are the things are crossing? Clear roadmap supposed to be prepared. Then location of proposed alignment on the ground. Then excavation of trenches. This and all, by knowing, reading the term, you can understand. Preparation of drench bottom, how to prepare drench bottom, and then how to introduce the pipe into the trench, then how to laying the pipe, and how to join the pipe, and how to anchor the pipe, and how to do the backfilling with the earth material, whatever the digged out material, how they can do. Each and every step they are doing based on the pakka technical way. Suppose, for example, how they are making the roadmap. You want me to explain all those things, or you people can go through it?
We'll go, ma'am. This is not that important also. No, you said
okay, fine.
None of the questions.
Okay, then whatever the method I said, they are following. At last, everything they do, before doing the backfilling, they have to do the testing of pipes. That I wanted to tell, okay? You have prepared everything and you light the pipe and you have connected everything. Now you have to check where in the pipe or in the joint, any leaks are there, we have to find out. Otherwise, if you do the backfillings, after some time, it leakage is there, it cannot be repaired. It is not that much easy work. So before backfilling, their testing is important. How they are doing the testing of pipe? How we can be done the testing of pipe? Did you understand my question? No one is in the class?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Tell me what, ma'am?
Actually, we have done all the work. We have the pipe we have laid down, we have connected, we joined, everything is over except backfilling. Now, before backfilling, we have to do the testing of pipe. How to do the pipe testing?
Same technique, ma'am. Pass water or gas through it. So we will
Yes,
know.
only pressure testing we have to do. Testing of pipe, which is nothing but pressure testing.
Okay.
So you just imagine it, from Godavari water to Hyderabad, they have connected the pipes. Then they wanted to check means how much water they have to pump it. They have to pump no other way. They, based on the operating pressure, they have chosen the pipe. That much pressure they will give based on the water pumping. Then they will descend at that particular pressure for half an hour. Within that half an hour, if there will not be any pressure drop, it is okay. If it is little pressure drop is also some way, some leaks or cracks will be, they have to take out that pipe, again they have to refix it. There's such a huge work to do to get that Manjira water at our place. Okay, that is true. So at least hereafter you respect that one Manjira water. That's what I So then after testing everything is over, then they have do the backfilling with the decoat material, finish it off, and they are supplying the water to us. Okay. When we are doing all these things, any material you use except this concrete type of material, there will be a problem of corrosion. You may understand that earlier days we are using the water pipe. Now also our house pipes will be blocked now and then. Then we have to open and something they will do, or some filter will be there. They remove the water flow will be good. What is that? Whatever the salt is there in the pipe will be deposited. That's what that blackage is happening. That is our understanding. But really what is happening means, whatever it may be the water flow system, the corrosive problem will come. Definitely it will come. What is the reason behind that? Anyone can tell me what is meant by corrosion? Don't take your book and read.
What is meant by corrosion, ma'am?
Corrosion means when the excess moisture and
it is rusting
when it reacts with
because of oxidation.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes.
Oxidation, yeah.
Yes, that is what we understood. That is correct only. Okay. This corrosion may not only happen inside of the pipe. It will happen both inside, outside also. Okay, it is happening either inside or outside, or both side also will happen, which is based on what kind of material of pipe we have chosen. Actually, exactly what is meant by corrosion, how it happens means, the chemical present in water, which react with the pipe material, that is very important. That reacts with the pipe material, which results the corrosive problem. Because of this corrosion, the material of the pipe will be destructed or destroyed. So the pipe supposed to be replaced, which consequently affect the end user or manufacturer, because cost is involved. That is the problem of this corrosion. People will ask, what is the problem? Only one line answer, but they will ask in your question like a 3 or 4 mark question. So you have to be careful. That's what I am giving this much big explanation.
Okay.
So what are the reasons for corrosion? The following, there are 4 important reasons for corrosion formation. One is movement of water through the pipe. And the second one is chemical constituents in the water. Third one is bimetallic action taken place in the pipe inside. And the fourth one is bacterial action happened based on the quality of water. So what is meant by movement of water? Because we all know that corrosion is a result of movement of water only, especially people used to derive earlier. The reason behind that, whenever the pressure is increased, so if the pressure is increased, meaning in any water system, the turbulent velocity will be created. So that turbulent velocity will be created means, after that the pressure will be dropped also. If whenever in the pipe system, sudden increase and decrease of pressure is taking place, there will be a formation of water bubble or air bubbles. And that will be exerts their pressure on the walls or side of the pipe. Because of this collapse of pipes on the pipe side, the metal surface will be started making a small pitting. That pitting is called a corrosion of the pipe. Understood? Not clear? Sorry, no one is opening now.
Not clear, ma'am.
Okay, actually the water is flowing through the pipe. Due to some reason, it may be pressure increased from the inlet, or the flow system is stopped at the outlet. Due to that, the sudden increase pressure is happening in the pipe, inside the pipe. If the pipe pressure will increase means, there will be a turbulence. Whenever the turbulence is there, the bubbles will be formed. Okay, if the bubbles will, what?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bubbles will be formed. If bubbles will be formed means, that is, which is nothing but the air bubbles which is formed because of the pressure, turbulence. Then suddenly by some reducing the pressure at the inlet or outlet, there will be a pressure drop in the system. So whatever the bubbles will be there, where it will go? It will go into the wall of the pipe or side of the pipe inside itself. Wherever it exerts or releases that bubbles pressure on the pipe side, there it makes a small pit that we cannot see by our naked eyes. We have to use microscope only to understand. So
Okay.
wherever that water bubbles exerts pressure on the pipe surface inside, there it makes a small pit. That pit which is nothing but corrosion. Because then the pipe is going to be degraded, isn't it? If pit is forming means what? The material is coming out, small hole is or small pit is formed inside. It may not be whole level, it will not go initially. Small things will be come out from the pipe. That due to the pressure of the bubbles. Understand? So the sudden increase or decrease of pressure inside the pipe is called cavitation. So this is the way the movement of water in pipeline which makes corrosive problem. Not clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Just like our tooth cavity.
Tooth cavity, we cannot say sudden cavitation is different from cavity. Sudden increase and decrease of pressure is called cavitation. The concept behind this issue is sudden increase of pressure and simultaneously
it is a long-term process, no, ma'am. It is a long-term process. No?
It is happening slowly. The concept is sudden increase or decrease of pressure in the pipe, which makes the pit inside the pipe surface, that is called the corrosion due to the movement of water. Clear? This process is called cavitation. The sudden increase and decrease of pressure in the pipeline, which is called cavitation. Okay. The next one is chemical constituents in water. So what is the chemical constituents in water?
Water, hydrogen.
What is the constituents of water? It's plus and O minus ion, isn't it? This is formed into the electrochemical process in water. Now we use iron pipe, which will be electrolyzed when we are getting into the water, when we are keeping into the water. Okay. Whatever the iron ions which are dissolved in water and that reacts with the ions of hydrogen, then they replace them mutually. So the liberated hydrogen ion deposit on the surface of the pipe till they encounter or making into the dissolved oxygen. When they produce the neutral water, till that it is deposited on the surface. When the iron removed continuously in this manner, which makes the corrosion of the pipe. Understand? You are using the ions of water, that is H plus OH minus ion. When you are putting the iron rod into the water, which electrolytes, which gives iron ions, these iron ions react with the hydrogen ion and they replace. When they replace, whatever the hydrogen ion, which is making liberated and deposited on the surface of the pipe, when the dissolved oxygen will come out from the outside to water, when the number of ions is count and balance, till that it will be sitting on that surface. So which will be making the pitting on the pipe, so it is called a corrosion. Clear?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. The third one is bimetallic action. How the bimetallic action is happening? For example, when two dissimilar metals, when we are putting into the same electrolyte, there is an exchange of ion, inter-exchange of ion, we know that. This results the bimetallic electrolytic corrosion. Because you consider this iron ion on the anode, which interchange with the copper or lead ion on the cathode. So this produces...
bimetallic means two ions, two metals are there.
Two dissimilar metals.
Okay, ma'am.
Not similar.
One will be anode, one will be cathode, no?
Yeah, one gives positive and another one is negative. Then only there will be an interchange of ions, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The one is iron, another one is copper or lead, whatever it may be. When we put it on the same electrolyte, it will happen like this. So this may, because of that, there will be a depletion of iron in the pipe and the corrosion will be happening. And the fourth is very important aspect, bacterial action, which is the most predominant factor causing the corrosion in the pipe. This is the most predominant, not the matter. One is by sulfate reducing bacteria. Another one is by iron consuming bacteria. Unfortunately, this sulfur reducing bacteria are an aerobic type. What is meant by aerobic type? You may
In
know that I
presence
don't
of
want
oxygen.
that can survive. So this aerobic bacteria react with the sulfate in water and produce hydrogen sulfide, which reacts.
H2S is gas, no, ma'am?
Huh? H2 is gas
H2S is
only.
gas. Yeah,
Yeah,
gas.
it's
Yeah,
there in the water, na.
yeah.
It is dissolved form in water. That is methane, dissolved oxygen.
Yeah, ma'am.
So this hydrogen sulfide which react with the iron ion, or it may iron or steel, whatever it may be the pipe. So that becomes like a potted or graphitized. That potted in the sense the same pit formation, that is in past potted. Okay. Did you understand how the sulfur reducing bacteria is working?
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay, next one is iron consuming bacteria. This particular bacteria, it is anaerobic type actually. Actually, sulfur reducing bacteria is anaerobic. This iron consuming bacteria is aerobic type. This particular type, what is happening? Iron, whatever the oxygen is there in iron oxide, that is, or from the iron as well as from the water, this which forms the deposit of the slime and that produce the inflorescence smell in water. Because this iron consuming bacteria are aerobic type, this oxide iron both from the water and oxide ion from both the water and iron will be consumed by this bacteria, and that will be deposited on the sides of the pipe, which makes something like a slime. So which will give unpleasant smell, and over the period of it is well grown, then it blocks water flow also. If it is growing too much, it will be slowly coming out of the pipe surface and it is flowing through the pipe. Then when it will enter into the next stage of water flowing system like a filter, it will be blocked at the filter media. So this is not only making the problem to the piping, which will be affecting the next stage of water treatment process. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then this whatever the topic I said, this corrosion, it is very, very important question. You can see your previous year question paper. I hope except the past 2-3 years after Corona, I don't know, before that, without this question, you cannot see any question paper. And the next
Corrosion means we have to explain the whole topic.
Ma'am, only pipe corrosion or normal corrosion? Can't hear you, ma'am.
Ma'am, your voice. Hello? Hello?
Ma'am, please check your mic.
Hello? Ma'am, you are not audible. मैम का म्यूट हो गया है मैडम.
Maybe.
उनका म्यूट दिखा रहा है. मैम योर.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am, yeah.
We can hear you now.
Okay, then fine. Actually, 1 minute signal has gone.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What I said, we are talking about the pipe corrosion. Then pipe corrosion only have to write. No, then what corrosion we can write?
Yes, okay, ma'am.
No, I can't understand the question.
No, ma'am, you just said corrosion, na? So are there any other corrosions also in this topic?
Yeah, they will ask the question, what is meant by corrosion and how to prevent it. I have told about only what is corrosion, what are the causes for corrosion. How to prevent, I didn't tell, I will tell now. Okay. Before that, one more topic, important topic is there, that is called tuberculosis. Tuberculosis means that is also one of the problem associated with the water pumping issue. So how that will form, we will see. This is nothing but water tuberculosis means where interior surface of the pipe develops some projection that is called tuberculosis, which is formed by the action of sulfate reducing bacteria inside the pipe. That is called tuberculosis. It is some sort of projection, some sort of rock kind of thing will be formed by the sulfur reducing bacteria. I have explained few minutes before how this iron consuming bacteria will make the slime inside the pipe, and which produces after sometimes slowly, which is coming out of the wall, which flows through the water into the filtration media, which affects the filter size set. Likewise, this sulfur reducing bacteria, which develops some sort of projection or hard surface inside the pipe, that is called tubercle. This tubercles, what is happening, which is nothing but whatever the hand crust, hard crust of ferric hydroxide, it is there in the pipe or in the water, both will be reinforced in the form of manganese oxide and calcium carbonate. Again, I will tell you, tuberculosis is a phenomena which form in the interior surface of the pipe by or in the form of some sort of projection. That projection is formed by the action of sulfate reducing bacteria. The outer surface of the tuberculosis inside the pipe, which contain hard crust of ferric hydroxide, which is reinforced with manganese oxide and calcium carbonate. We know that
it is just like stalagmites and stalagmites, no, inside the caves.
Yeah, we can consider like that, but not exactly, because it is reinforced again with manganese oxide.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, calcium carbonate alone is there. What did you say is correct.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, and also it is not dissolved by water, because it is reinforced day by day, it is increasing. At the last, it will totally stop or block the water flowing. So how to overcome this? It can be reduced by aeration of water having sulfates or hydrogen sulfate. If you remove the sulfate and hydrogen sulfate, means there will not be the growth of sulfur reducing bacteria. So it can be avoided. Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, something else is open in my system. I don't know what is that.
No, ma'am. Durgesh is putting this picture, ma'am. Tuberculosis picture.
Okay, okay. Oh my God. Okay, thank you. Very good people. Okay, very good. And the next one is protection of this inner surface of the pipe with a thick coating of any hard, soft material like bitumen, mortar like kind of material will be reduced this formation of tubercle. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then we'll go to the next topic, how to prevent this corrosion. How to prevent?
Ma'am, this tubercules and corrosion, it is by the same bacteria, sulfur reducing bacteria.
That's what I wanted to make you difference. Sulfur reducing bacteria, what it does, they react with the sulfate in water and produce the hydrogen sulfide. So the sulfate in water, hydrogen sulfate, both react with iron or steel, whatever it may be, the pipe material, there it will mix the or pot. The pipe started corroded. Here what is happening, which forms a rock kind of thing. It is a hard rock kind of thing inside the pipe, which makes something like a projection. The projection will be formed.
These two will be simultaneously, it will affect.
It depends. We can't assume that, no. So how many number of ions will be converted into hydrogen sulfate, we do not know. How many numbers of this ferric hydroxide will be reinforced with manganese oxide and calcium carbonate, we do not know. Which depends. How the turbulence will be there, we do not know. It is possible ways to make the problem for water flowing.
Okay.
Understood?
Yeah.
Okay. Tubercle means it is a kind of hard rock projection formed inside the pipe. When it forms, the diameter of the pipe will be reduced, so which restricts or it reduces the flow of water. Over the period, it is totally blocked. But this is the problem of tuberculosis. Corrosion means this sulfur reducing bacteria, what it does, it reacts with the sulfate and sulfate in water as well as in the pipe, that makes a hydrogen sulfide. That hydrogen sulfide is highly corrosive in nature. That hydrogen sulfide will go and attack the pipe wall, that start corrode either in the iron or in the steel of the pipe. Did you understand? Which makes iron sulfide or copper sulfate. Wherever the molecules of iron and copper will be consumed, there the pot will be formed or pit will be formed. Clear?
Okay.
Okay, don't be compare this and that. Both are different process by the same bacteria.
Yeah.
The composition of material will be involved also different. There it is consuming, here it is forming.
Forming.
Okay? And
Yeah,
prevention of corrosion. As per your knowledge, how will the corrosion can be prevented?
We should, corrosion is, we have to, normally to prevent corrosion, we paint, means with some
oil or
we give
something.
So this also pipes also we can do that.
Okay. Can be this prevention,
we can use some chemicals, treatment chemicals or something we can use.
Okay. Corrosion can be prevented totally? Can be eliminated?
No, ma'am.
It is not possible. Why?
Ma'am, whatever material the pipes are being made, they have some expiry date, no, ma'am. So after that date, it will not be like that same.
People are talking modern language, really. Because we are buying something from the market, expiry date will be applicable everywhere. Very good, I am appreciating you very much. Good student of mine. Okay, then good. I'm appreciating
we can only, because it is a continuous process, we can only minimize it.
No, the thing is, I'm expecting something else from you. That means whether you people understood about the corrosion completely or not, I don't know. How the corrosion is forming by movement of water and presence of some bacteria and some bimetallic action. Bimetallic action is the major source. And another one I said electrolysis. All this process every day, all the time will happen. That cannot be avoided, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Cannot be avoided. If you use any sort of material, if you take some PVC pipe, for example, PVC pipe cannot be used. We are talking about only the metal pipe. So metal pipe there will be iron fitting, ions will be reacted. So the second phenomena and the third phenomena, that is bimetallic action and chemical constituents, water may be the result. So there is a possibility of fitting. We are telling corrosion may form in the metal pipe. If you use plastic pipe, other process will take place. No, this availability of bacteria and movement of water will be the reason for making that. So none of the process can be completely eliminated the corrosion, but there is a way to reduce the corrosion. It can be prevented to some extent, but completely it cannot be eliminated. Okay, you keep it in your mind very strong, because these are all IAS examples. Corrosion cannot be completely prevented. You please keep it in your mind very firmly. And there are some methods to be followed to minimize the corrosion formation. What are they? One is coating of pipes, that you people have answered to me, okay. Some of the glazing material, if you coating means that will be reduced. And the second one is cathodic protection. When you are making the electrode or the pipe, same electrical condition, either in anodic condition or cathodic condition, there will not be any bimetallic activities between the water and the pipe. So that also can be reduced. Aeration of water. If you reduce the oxygen content in water, then what will happen? What is meant by aeration of water? Anyone can tell?
Providing extra oxygen, ma'am, through the water.
Yeah, that is called oxygen. So how this will be used for prevention of corrosion? When we are supplying oxygen, it reduces carbon dioxide in the water by extra oxygen supply, and also which will be preventing or reducing the development of anaerobic bacteria, that is whatever sulfate reducing bacteria we have spoken. Clear? So this is the way we can reduce to some extent.
Ma'am, but corrosion occurs in the presence of oxygen, no? If there is a lot of oxygen, then corrosion will also increase, no, ma'am?
No. If it is, there is a stoichiometric. If it is crosses the stoichiometric, nothing will happen.
Okay.
Understand? No reaction will take place. But only the things that it occupies more volume and the pressure will be developed. That's what before entering the water, they will do this aeration process, which will prevent the water.
Okay, ma'am.
Clear? And increasing the alkalinity of water, increase the pH will be increased, means in alkaline pH, the water will not have much activity. And use of some chemicals. That is the watermost way, and they are using very costly chemical called halogen. Colgan. Colgan means sodium hexathiol, metasulfate or thiosulfate. Colgan, sodium hexametaphosphate. That is called colgan. Colgan means some other name also is there. I forgot. I referred to you.
Ma'am, can you spell it?
Hexametaphosphate is the colgan means CALGON. It is one of the company name.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. That chemical when we add very low dose level also which can prevent. Now we will talk about one by one how it prevents. How we can do the coating of pipes. As you told that we can use some sort of material that is depending upon the circumstance and cost, asphalt, tar, bitumen, resin, paints, cement, mortar, enamel, whatever you may be material you can use, and you painted inside the pipe. That will not make the corrosion because of whatever the mentioned methods. And the second one is cathodic protection. This is mainly adapted to protect the pipe against the external corrosion from the outside, and which is caused by the development of electropotential between the surface of the pipe and the wet soil surrounded in it. So the pipe corrosion at the anode, as the current travels from one point to the another point, will be reduced. This can be done by following that: connecting the entire pipe to the expandable anodic condition, like any anodic method will be followed to make that entire system into the cathode. So there will not be interchange of ions will be taken place in the anode and the cathode. Otherwise, connecting the pipeline into the negative pole of DC generator through an electrical circuit and grounding the potential into the positive pole separately, so there will not be any exchange of positive and negative ions will take place. These two methods will be adopted, means we can reduce the outside corrosion of piping from the between the pipe and our surrounded surface. And third one, and also whatever the two methods, which will be reducing the electropotential of the pipe to a value less than that whatever it can be surrounded is developed. So that will be totally reducing the potential into the surrounding soil, not into the pipe. This is an effective method, but very costly method. A country like India, it is quite difficult to adopt. And in conjunction with the other method, that is pipe coating and other method, this is little okay. Efficiently, we can be reduced, but economically cannot be adopted. This is the method. And the aeration of water, as I already told you that it is a very cheap method. It can be reduces the free carbon dioxide content in the water, so that the development of anaerobic bacteria can be reduced. So the increase of oxygen content, which is turn increases of corrosion. But if you do this further, another method will be reduced. Increasing of alkalinity of water by adding some sort of lime or even chalk also, we can marble, limestone, calcite material. Chalk piece also we can add it, which will be another method to reduce it. And the use of colgan chemical at the rate of 0.5 to 2 ppm level also can be reduced the corrosion. But decreasing the rubbering by fitting in iron pipe will be reduced. This colgan chemical will be used. What is this? Who sent this catwall? Hello? You people are there or not?
Durgesh, ma'am.
Cathodic protection, ma'am.
Yeah, yes, you can make it into one particular, either anode or cathode, will be reducing the passage of ions between the electrodes. You could see like that, no, it is going and coming back into the same electrode only. There will not be the interchange of ions taken. Isn't it?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. So any doubt we'll ask, otherwise we'll go to the another lesson. At what time the class will be over? 3:30, yeah. Can we start up the next lesson or we'll stop here?
Which is the next lesson? Quality of water.
Quality of water. It is very small lesson only. in 20 minutes, I can finish it off. But it is very important lesson.
No, you can finish, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You
We
can
can
finish.
start.
3:16, only 14 minutes more.
Yeah, ma'am,
okay.
you can complete, ma'am.
Okay. Quality of water, from the name itself, what it could be?
The water which is what
is meant by quality of water?
Ma'am, the taste of water, the color
the
of water,
taste,
the purity
color,
of
the
water.
texture.
Okay.
Yeah, texture.
Yeah. That means we can say the characteristics of water, we can say it is being reflected in terms of quality, isn't it? Right?
Yeah,
people is supposed to respond, no? Then I feel that anything I said wrong or what, why they are not responding?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what are the characteristics it could be? This is a water. We have seen different form of different types of water. If we go out of the house, we can see some green water, brown water, and a little pale water and pure water. All sort of water we can see. Then we can be seen, isn't it? Have you
Yes,
seen
ma'am.
in Hyderabad?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So from that we can assess all our water, but there are different types of water based on the quality. So quality of water, quality water means what? There is some criteria to assess the quality of water. If it fulfills those criteria, then we can say that is quality water. And I'm not saying quality of water, quality water. Quality water means the characteristics supposed to be matched with some criteria. What are the criteria? How they form? So why this quality of water came into the picture? Earlier days or in our ancient period, there is no method to analyze test, and they had very good quality of water because there is no much contamination. There was no much contamination. There was no this many types of variants of virus and bacteria at that time. Nowadays, everything is growing in water and air, which is deposited and which is spreaded. And because of that, many new diseases are coming out. To shortcut that, what could be the reason they found that through the air we cannot be done. People are introducing filters. Those filters cannot filter it off those microorganisms, but through the water, whatever it is spreading, it can be reduced by adopting some method like boiling, filtering, and etc. etc. So when the techniques is coming up like this, if you wanted to do that kind of boiling and filtering, all the water can be done like this. If you do like that also, all the water can be portable, can be brought into the portable form? No. So we have to assess the characteristics of water. From the assessment, we have to adopt what kind of treatment supposed to be given. From that treatment, we have to again analyze the water, what kind of quality of water we brought back from the treatment. Then you have to assign this particular type of water can be used for domestic or industrial or agriculture or any other purpose. Nothing can be done is we have to be dumped somewhere or into the sea. That is the concept we will follow in entire country or entire world. Okay. So this particular unit which is covering what are the impurities of water, what are the sources of impurities of water, and what are the types of impurities. Those impurities are formed from where? That impurities ranges how much it could be possible for meeting the quality of water, because we are telling some of the things are impurity. Those impurities are essential for water quality. So each and every impurities we can say when the level is within the limit, it is essential. When it is crosses the limit, that became like air pollution, only pollutant. Okay. So what are those? What are those metals, materials, and characteristics? Based on that characterization, the water quality is being divided into 4 important types. One is physical characteristics, chemical characteristics, biological characteristics. Additionally, in your book, they have given that bacteriological and radiological characteristics. Radiological characteristics usually people won't do in general. In developed countries, people are doing or not, even I don't know. But wherever the nuclear tests are undertaking and wherever the atomic power stations are, there they are doing this radiological test, not in all the areas. So from that given information, you could say what are the impurities it could be. So I told you that water is being contaminated by human activities, that is in the form of developed civilization, that is industrialization, commercialization, domestic activities. All these reasons are spoiling both surface and groundwater. Both the water quality is keep on degrading. At last, at particular type, it is being decided that without any treatment, this surface water and some of the groundwater cannot be used directly for human consumption. That is the concept or the certificate we have right now. When these kind of things are coming out, how this groundwater and surface water is being contaminated or polluted? What could be the sources for that pollutant? The pollutant in water, here people have mentioned in terms of impurities. So what are the impurities? The impurities divided or involved with groundwater is different, surface water is different, and for wastewater it is different, and for normal water it is different, or sewage water it is different. Now we are talking about the normal water. Normal water means it is contaminated by some other source, but the contamination when compared to the impurities activities, it will be less. So what could be those impurities? The impurities are associated with the normal water or surface water could be classified into two important types. The impurities that is in the form of inorganic substances and the impurities in the form of organic substances. So what are those inorganic and organic substances? Can you tell me please? I am asking you people only.
Yes,
Ma'am, organic means dead animals dissolved.
vegetables, food, food
Yeah.
items.
Perishable items are coming under the category of organic. And inorganic substances like some salts, isn't it?
Yes.
Both are in the form of both organic and inorganic are in water in the form of suspension, dissolved form, colloidal form. Understand? What is meant by suspended form? The things will not be completely dissolved. It is in suspension in water. Those are all called the suspended form of impurities. Some of the salts or metals will be completely dissolved in water. Those impurities are spoiling the water quality, but it is completely dissolved. We cannot be seen by eyes. Those are called dissolved impurities. And colloidal impurities, I would have told you about colloidal particles. Anyone can tell me what is meant by colloidal particles? What is meant by colloids or colloidal particles?
We don't know, ma'am.
Don't know.
This is not like a kid, people are answering very fast. I don't know. Very good. Colloidal particles means those are all the particles. They are very small in size that cannot be filtered of a filtration process. At the same time, it will not be deposited, sedimented or deposited by normal settling process. Those particles are colloidal particles, very, very minute particles. They are in suspension. We cannot see that they are in suspension also. That much minute particles are called colloidal particles. So some of these impurities are in colloidal form. And both organic and inorganic substances are in the form of suspended, dissolved, and colloidal. So then further we can classify this. Impurities, how this suspended, dissolved form of organic impurities and inorganic impurities, how we give the effect on the water quality. First, we'll talk about the inorganic impurities. That what other things will be in suspended form in inorganic form? Anyone of you can tell? Suspended form of inorganic substance.
Soil, ma'am.
Salt and some of the clay material, they are in suspended form only, which gives only the turbidity problem to the water. Clear? Dissolved form. Yeah. For example, carbonates and bicarbonates of magnesium and calcium salts are totally dissolved in water. We cannot say that those waters are dissolved in water, but they are making the hardness and alkalinity problem to the water. And the sulfates and the chlorides of same calcium and magnesium, which gives it a corrosion and hardness to the water.
They also cannot be seen. And carbonates and bicarbonate of sodium also gives this alkalinity and softness problem to the water. This also cannot be seen. But they are all completely dissolved in water. And the nitrates dissolved, which gives more than, gives the problem of blue babies when the concentration is more than 50 ppm. That means ppm means parts per million, which is nothing but milligram per liter. Again, when I will ask you, people should not say we don't know, please. And chlorides of sodium. What is meant by chlorides of sodium, which is nothing but sodium chloride? If sodium chloride is more, means what problem will be imparted into the water? We have talked one full class about how to change the blackish water into fresh water. Now I am asking about the reverse question. If more sodium chloride is there in water, what is the quality of water?
Very salty, no, ma'am.
Very salty.
Yeah. Technically, how to call that?
Hard.
No.
Alkaline.
Oh my God. Brackish.
Brackish. Yes.
Blackish. Blackish. Yeah,
Okay,
blackish.
hardness, now only I told, whenever the carbonate and bicarbonate of calcium and magnesium present, then the hardness of water will be formed. Okay. If the same carbonate and bicarbonate of sodium is there, then the alkalinity and the softness of water will be the problem. Tomorrow I will ask you what is meant by hardness. How will you answer? The presence of carbonate and bicarbonate ions of calcium and magnesium is called hardness.
Hardness.
Okay. The same calcium and the same carbonate and bicarbonate of sodium is called softness and alkalinity. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, if the fluorides of sodium is more, which give everybody knows that problem only, that which gives the staining of teeth, which is nothing but fluorosis. When the concentration excess of 1.5 ppm is there in the water, this problem will come. If iron, these are all the good things. Iron oxide and manganese is there, which imparts the taste and brown color to the water. And sometimes if it is over concentrated, this will also give the problem of hardness. Clear? Then organic impurities, they are also in the same form, suspended and dissolved. This is very, very important. People, please listen me to understand the entire subject, this paper knowledge. What is meant by suspended form? Suspended form of organic impurities, both are in the animal and vegetable form. Vegetable form of suspended matter is decaying or decayed leaves, vegetables, algae, fungi, etc. When this is presented in water, which gives the problem of acidity, taste and change of color of water, and which improve or which exhibits the growth of any microorganism like bacteria. If the animal suspended matter of organic impurities, that is in the form of dead animals, hair, insects, and etc., things of animals, which gives the water contaminated, that makes the water to be dangerous. Because all inorganic substances, organic substances totally will be presented in water. Now, these are all the suspended forms, so we can filter it off, we can remove. But the same things will be in the dissolved form. We cannot find out only from the smell we could understand these are all the problems. But it is very, very difficult to understand. What are they? Vegetable based, the large quantity of albuminoid nitrogen with a little free ammonia and fluorides. If this is there in water, means which highly inhibits the growth of bacteria. The bacteria will be growing very, very fast over there because of the presence of the mentioned material. And the same thing will be in animal based. The large quantities of albuminoid nitrogen when the lot of free ammonia and fluorides are there. The pathogenic bacteria pollution due to the sewage and sewage, which will be more dangerous. That will be happening. From that, we can understand that the sewage water is mixed with that particular water. So totally we have to avoid to use that water for domestic application. After treatment also. Once the treatment is over, that can be used for any pisciculture, that is for aquaculture as well as for any agriculture purpose. Sometimes it is suitable for industrial application also if the metal concentration or mineral concentration is less. So now I am stopping here. After 5 o'clock, we'll start up standards of water quality. Understand?
After 5 o'clock, we have class, ma'am.
We have, yeah, that because you people are not confirming anything. I am unable to change because before that she has communicated to everyone. If you want me to change the time, please tell me right now itself.
After 5, we cannot attend, ma'am.
After 5,
I don't know about others. I cannot attend.
So what about others' opinion? Please tell me.
Ma'am, anyhow, tomorrow also is there, no? Class.
Okay for me.
Yes, tomorrow also we have.
So we can continue tomorrow. We can continue this tomorrow, no, ma'am? Actually, Rajita ma'am told that it will be till 4:30.
No, that's what I'm asking. We want to continue. Now it is 1.5 hours over. Can you sit continuously? I also supposed to talk continuously, no? Say, okay, we'll do one thing. It is 3:30. Can we start at 4 o'clock?
Yes, ma'am, it's better.
Ma'am, we already have a class at 3:45, Rajita ma'am's.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. She sent a meeting code at 3:45.
Okay, if that is the case, can we have class on Monday then?
Monday.
Yes, ma'am.
You tell me, if today you don't want class at 5:30, then can we have class on Monday in the evening only, not in the day?
Yes, ma'am. Monday evening is fine.
Yeah, Monday evening is fine, ma'am. Anytime in the evening, because Monday morning will be office.
Yes, ma'am. After 6, 7, it's fine, ma'am.
No, I would like to say, if sometime Monday, if I can't, means Tuesday I will take. Okay, I don't know what
no problem.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, after 5 you can take any time, ma'am.
So today you don't want to have one more class. That is your point to confirm, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Not after.
Ma'am, from 3:45 we have a class till 4:30.
Because we didn't know we were going to have classes today, ma'am. Nobody had confirmed, no. So we already had made some different plans for the
confirmation. No, we ourselves don't have confirmation. How could I say it to you people?
Yes, ma'am. That's why we planned something else. So after
okay,
5 will not.
Tomorrow, anyhow, we will have 2 classes. Either we'll have on Monday or Tuesday. We will discuss on Monday because Monday I have some other commitment. I forgot that. If I will come back by 5 o'clock, we'll have class. If it little delay means, we will take it on Tuesday.
Ma'am, yeah. Ma'am, whenever you're free, Monday you're giving, can you just message us 1 hour before, ma'am, so that we get ready?
Sir, okay. Yeah, yes, okay, I will do that. I have to ask Rajita madam also because she's only coordinating. She also supposed to be free at that time. I will ask her, no problem.
Okay.
Because this is live.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any questions till now? No, what I feel, this lesson will be continued, then you can have some knowledge. This entire lesson, they will ask us a single question sometime. That is the problem. Okay. And carry on, we'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow I will start. We'll finish this. Then later on we'll go ahead, whatever it will be.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bye. Thank you. Thanks to everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.